Open tabs, margin notes, highlighter, bleed through quotes. Research mind, steady eye, patterns only she can note. I-90 fog, whispering under wheels, skyline, afterglow. 2 states, packed rooms, quiet minds that know. No sign needed out front. They circle to her voice. Questions rise before she starts. Curiosity by choice. She pivots mid-lecture, checks who's leaning in close. Say the part you skip out loud, that's where the learning goes. Heads home with the speakers up, Biggie in the background. Mind still mapping theories while the city slows down. She teaches the why behind the crime, the hurt behind the face. Philly in her backbone, psychology in her grace. Don't let the hype fool you, she stands 10 stories tall. She don't just teach the lesson, she teaches you through it all. Late nights with case files open, notes in the margin glow. She's showing you your story's roots, so you can choose where to go. Biggie quotes inside the slides, right next to coping skills. Spread love between the lines of how a nervous system feels. Long days, quiet grit, humor in the punchlines. You are more than this moment. Written 10 times, old assessments in a folder, ink dust on the sleeve. She can map anxious attachment before you know you grieve. 1 foot in Jersey lecture halls, 1 on the Philly street. Home is where she learned to fight, classes where we don't repeat. Grown kids texting check-ins, pride she doesn't post. She teaches minds all day, then goes in mother's most. Case files, true crime, mind behind the scenes. She doesn't tell you what they did, she shows you what it means. Your story is not your diagnosis. You are allowed to rewrite it.
Hi y'all, how you doing? Thank you for joining me again. Who's here? Hi Casey, hi Harlot, hi Cuff You. Molly's here, hi Molly. Casey, hi Casey. I think I said Casey already, but that's okay Casey, I could say you twice. Who did I miss? Hi Ramona. How you doing, Tony? Hi y'all, come on in, come Google Trends with me. Hi Jenny. Kat's here. Look out you guys, the family is coming. We are here. Yes. Howdy. I love you guys, I really do. My bangs are like doing their own thing right now, so don't mind them. Hi, 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 just me. Come on in, my friends. Okay, so I just did a live with Mommy and Flojo and Daniel. Molly. Oh my God, Molly, welcome to the Minds Behind True Crime with Dr. Vona. I don't know what that song was, but it was something. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining. Welcome to our dysfunctional family where we put the fun in dysfunction. Thank you so much, Molly. I appreciate you. Wow. You didn't interrupt me. You can interrupt me with the sound of that any day of the week. I'm totally good with it. Thank you. Never interruption. So before why I was waiting for us to go live earlier, I'm gonna put that a little bit louder. Tell me if it's too loud. If it's not loud enough, just give me an update, whatever. Anyway, so I was like, let me see what the Google Trends with Nancy Guthrie are, and let me tell you, if Sarah watches this, Sarah Adams, Sarah, this is for you. You inspired me, okay? So there you go. Thank you for that. So listen, you guys. So Sarah looked up Google Trends for the Tepe case, and she found a lot of really good stuff. So for this case, I was thinking about it, and I did an entire live just on how this could have been like a revenge stalker type thing. And I was like, there would be probably like Google searches maybe in that type of situation. So I was like, F it. Let me see what happens. Oh my God. You guys. Wait until you see. And I literally only got to do it for like 4 minutes. And thank you to Cuff You for helping me find one of the search things that I needed. I appreciate you. And Cuff You, I'm assuming before I put this up on the screen that this address could be found anywhere. I don't want to like dox anybody, but I feel like there's like YouTubers outside of the house. So I'm assuming it's not like, I just want to make sure. Hi Jay. Hi Laura. Oh my God, you guys, thank you so much. Come on in. So let me show you what I found. And then you guys could tell me. Okay, you're right, you did. You sent me the public documents. So there's public docs, so I'm not doxing anyone. I'm just making sure. Just double checking. Okay, so wait till you see this. Alright, so. Oh my gosh, I don't even know where to start. Oh wait, how about it's this one? Share this tab instead. So wait, I don't even want to do all this at once because I kind of want to show you guys as it went along. Okay, so let me show you what I did. But we still have to play around with it anyway. So in Google Trends, here, there are a few things here, right? So, wait, I have a note real quick that I made just so that, because you guys know that I always do a little like disclaimer in the beginning. So for this one, where did I put it? I'll find it. Anyway, wait, I got it right here. Hold on. I just could search it. Duh, you guys. Oh my God, wait till you see what I found. Yeah, I did. My bad. Okay, so what is Google Trends? So Google Trends, you guys, is a relative search interest tool, not a raw data counter. So it tells you how a popular search term is compared to its own highest point within a specific time frame and region. It does not tell you how people searched exactly, who searched it, why they searched it, or whether the searches were criminal, innocent, journalistic, or accidental. Okay? So if someone tells you this 100% means everyone searched it, that's just empirically incorrect. So the 0 to 100 scale that we're going to see here, just so that I just want, in case people aren't aware of how this works, the Google Trends uses normalized data. So 100% is peak popularity of that term in that region, in that time window, which if you get 100% on, like, let's say, well, you're going to see, and I'll explain it as we go along. 50% is half as popular at its own peak, and 0% there's not enough data to register. So, but it doesn't mean that there's 0 searches, okay? It just means that there's not enough data to register. So a crucial point is that 100% does not, 100 does not equal 100% of people. 100 equals, this is when interest was the highest compared to itself. So just meaning, so that's interesting how that's worded. So this is straight from Google's own methodology, you guys. So again, 100 does not equal 100% of people. So, which I think everybody knows that. It doesn't mean 100% of the population. 100 does mean that this is when interest for that search term was highest when compared to itself. So meaning if you search that if that search term is being compared to the other days on the calendar where it may have also been, Googled. So how popular was that term in a certain region? And you're going to see, maybe that's what I'll do at first. So hold on, before I show you how all this goes, I'm going to pan out to the United States so that I can show you my point here. So this is what we're going to see. So when you compare terms, Google rescales everything together. So for example, term A hits 100, term B tops at 27. That does not mean that term B is insignificant. It means that term A dominated that comparison set. Term B still had measurable interest, just comparatively lower. So that's interesting, which means that we should probably look all of these things up separately and then together to see how they compare against each other. So this is why small niche case specific terms spiking at all can be theoretically interesting but not evidentiary on its own. So what Google Trends can be used for, identifying spikes, examining regional variation of interest, supporting exploratory or descriptive analysis, which is like a mixed methods type research, contextualizing media cycles, not proving causality. Correlation does not equal causation in science. So, and then teaching students and other people that join me, obviously, about data normalization and misinterpretation. So here we go. You guys have to remember, I'm also a stats teacher. I'm not teaching it this semester, thank God. It's not my favorite of my classes to teach. It's not that it's not my favorite. It's just I feel like I have like a personality for psychology, and I'm good with stats. It's not my favorite all the time. You know what I mean? So Google Trends, you guys, shows relative change in interest over time, normalized to a peak value of 100, and should be interpreted as a measure of attention, not volume, intent, or behavior. And then I have a bunch of references on Google Trends methodology, one of them being Google Trends itself. Okay, so, and I could put that up somewhere if you'd like it. Okay, so now let me show you this. So I looked up, while I was waiting for that live to start, Nancy Guthrie, okay? Then I looked up Savannah Guthrie's net worth. Then I looked up Savannah Guthrie. Then I looked up the address of Nancy Guthrie. And I looked up Savannah Guthrie's home. This is the one that surprised me most, you guys. Wow. Just, you guys have to hold on, wait till you see this. Oh my God. Hang in there, because this is like, wow. So I was trying, sometimes I like to think like, you can't, in my opinion, if I were to Google diner, right, no matter where I am in the United States, the term diner is going to hit everywhere, right? Because how many of us speak in a diner? I really would love to go to one right now. I'm starving. But how many people are searching diner, right? Because they want to go eat something. So that would be a very high search term all over the United States, right? But would Savannah Guthrie, would, the address for Nancy Guthrie, and we have to remember this is Savannah Guthrie's childhood home. So this is Nancy Guthrie's home now for 50-something years, she said. So this is, her home. So this is so good. I'm so glad I did this. So then next what you do is you have to pick where do you want this at. And again, you could look at locations anywhere. You could go, anywhere worldwide you can look. And then you could look at the United States as a whole, or you could look at each state in particular. Then you can narrow it down. And this is the thing, you guys, if you ever do this on your own, make sure that you look out for this, because this part can trick you. So you can do like the past hour, past 4 hours, 24 hours, so on and so forth, right? However, you want to go to custom. And let me tell you why. When you do custom, after I show you what I found, I'll show you why you should keep it custom. Because if I do this in the past month, I'm going to get something very different. And I would change it right now, but then I'd have to go put this all back in, and well, who wants to do that? And then there's one more tab over here. You could search each term. You don't have to do this by whole. You could do each one separately. You could do a web search, an image search, a news search, a Google shopping search, or a YouTube search. So they're all separate, right? So I went through, and I don't know that I got to do all of them individually, but I did most of them. I have to remember. But anyway, that's why we're doing this together, right? So let me show you what I found. Oh, and the other thing is it keeps us color coordinated. So when we see blue, it's going to be Nancy. Red is going to be Savannah's net worth. Yellow is Savannah herself. She's she reminds me of like a sunflower. So she's yellow. And then green is the estate, and then orange is asking about Savannah Guthrie's home. Thor's gonna bark unless I let him out, so let me let him out. Sorry, you guys. He has to make his presence. No barking, Thor. Okay. Wait till you see what I found. So, okay, let's look. What we would expect, and one of the first things Daniel even pointed out was, wouldn't you expect people to look up Savannah Guthrie? Absolutely. And this just shows that that's absolutely true. So remember, the search time that I put in is November 1st to January 2nd. Okay. When was she gone missing? February 1st? Someone let me know. I believe it was February 1st, right? So I did a month sooner, and I'm going to show you why. I did go out to the actual day. Hi, Birdie. Hi, Joan. Come on in, you guys. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. I did go in and I changed the dates, and we're going to do them together because, again, I only got to do this for like 5 minutes. But I found so much in 5 minutes. She was reported missing February 1st. Thank you, Harlot. And we're going to see, you guys, starting in February, the searches for Nancy go skyrocketing, right? Because everybody's Googling it. But before that, you wouldn't expect it to go, and it doesn't. But I'm going to show you. So look here. The yellow, if you remember, is Savannah Guthrie just by itself. So I'll go over it like this so you guys could see. So over here it tells you each search term, and these are all 0, meaning nobody was really searching this in the United States. And about 11 over here we have, on this date, we have a lot of people searched her on November 26th. I don't know, maybe that was the day she tells people she's going to the Olympics. I have no idea. But this is back in November. And again, this is just showing you peaks and valleys, which you would expect from somebody on a news organization, right? Or this could have even been, this day could have been something she did on the news that stood out to people. You know what I mean? So that could have been anything. So then we come over to here, and oh my gosh, you guys. So I have it on the United States. So let's narrow that down to Arizona. That's where she lives, right? Not Savannah, Nancy. So now look at what I found. So again, I'm going to remind you of the colors. So yellow, you guys, is Savannah Guthrie. So let's look at the yellow first. I did this from November 2nd until January 2nd. And what we see here is that all of the stuff that I was able to hit on so far, and again, if I narrow the search, we might see even more. So we're going to look at that in a minute. But looking broadly from here, it looks like it starts between November 2nd and the 9th. Oh, it says it right here, November 5th. Also November 4th. And then a little bit more on November 5th. And then over here, again on November 26th. And then that's it for, not that's it, but that's the big, spike over here for Savannah Guthrie. The red is Savannah Guthrie's net worth. Okay, so somebody over here searching her in Arizona. Then over here, we get it again, even higher. Then over here, somebody searching her net worth. Then let's jump a little bit forward to December 11th. So that was on, so this little cluster here. So first it starts around November 4th and 5th. Then it jumps to November 26th. Then, which November 27th was Thanksgiving, I believe. And then December 3rd, we have that big hit on Savannah Guthrie's net worth. And then on December 11th, we get a hit on Nancy Guthrie's address. Hi, Flojo. You guys, we get a hit on the address on December 11th. Then, ready for this? There's also a hit for the address on December 21st with Savannah Guthrie's home. Wait, what did I write? Let me say the exact search term. Savannah Guthrie's home. I thought about it and I'm like, this is her house, right? From when she was growing up. So I was like, maybe this person is trying to see, like, where does she live? Because I looked up Nancy and there's 0 hits for Nancy Guthrie. So they weren't looking up Nancy Guthrie. However, you could also see here a little bit. So 2 of these on December the 11th, there was also a hit on Savannah Guthrie's home and Nancy Guthrie's address. And then again over here, now this time we have more of Savannah Guthrie's home and less of Nancy Guthrie's address. So maybe here now, so over here they're searching and they get her childhood home, but then maybe they realize that that might not be where she lives and they're trying to research it more, because over here we still have a hit on Nancy Guthrie's home, which is Savannah's childhood home, but we have way more of a search, if you see the orange, on Savannah Guthrie's home, just in general. So somebody just Googling, like, where does she live? So with that being said, let's see what we have here. So we don't have any top queries about anything there. So let's see. Let's go back and let's narrow this a little. And we're going to custom this from, we'll do November 1st to December 1st. And we'll see if we get anything with this date. And again, you might get different things because now you're narrowing. No, look at that, you guys. The same humps that I found before. Wow. And still no queries. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, let's see what else we find. Let's do October 1st to November 1st and see what happens with that. Oh, you guys, nothing for any of them. No, October and November, nothing. That's interesting. Let's do September to October. Let's see if we get anything this month. Nope, nothing. Maybe I could go a little further back. I don't have to do it each and every month. So let's do July to then, let's see. We get a hit, look. So we have a hit on August 30th to September 6th. Savannah Guthrie is being looked up in Arizona. And then 100% hit on June 28th to July 5th. Wow. Again, no people who searched for Savannah Guthrie's net worth or also searched for this, and there's nothing. We have one on Savannah Guthrie. Wait, what's this one? People who searched Savannah Guthrie also searched for this. How tall is Savannah Guthrie? That's what they searched for, Savannah Guthrie, and how tall is Savannah Guthrie. Let's see. Why are people interested in how tall she is? That's weird. They used to give us the region. Where's the regions at? Why do I feel like they changed this on us? Let me see if anything's there for news search. No, so it's not news related. So let me go back to web search. Now I'm going to do a different date. Let's do, and the thing is, I'm going to show you after this one why I don't just do like the past year. So let's do April 1st to, we'll do September 1st. Okay, so we have June 28th to July 5th again. You guys see, this is what's so interesting to me, is the fact that it's on these specific dates even when I pan out, which is so interesting. Oh my God, you guys, the top query was Savannah Guthrie divorce. What? Let's add that. Why me? See, that makes me think that somebody out there is like parasocial. And this isn't me searching this. This is what it's suggesting that other people also searched. Let's see. That would be what? Purple? And yeah, I don't see anything purple here, so that's interesting. It says that it's a rising one, so let's see if we oh wait, so let me just show you here. This is a good time to show you past 3 months. Watch, let me show you how it looks. So for past 3 months, because she was taken, look, starting, oh my gosh, wait, look at this. This is crazy. So January 31st, nobody was searching anything. However, and this is what makes me like feel more confident, is that we know that February 1st is when she's reported missing. And February 1st, we have a bunch of people looking up Savannah Guthrie. A few people looked up Savannah Guthrie divorce, whatever. And then only a few people looked up the mom at that point. But by February 2nd, there's more interest in the mom and Savannah Guthrie's net worth. Then there's a dip in Savannah Guthrie of raising her mom, and still somebody's interested in her net worth. It goes up more in the net worth. And again, you could see right here by the diagram, and then eventually by February 5th, there's more interest in Nancy than there is Savannah in the case. And you could expect that, right? Because she's the one that's missing. And then it spikes even more. And then look at this, you guys. On February 10th, we have 100% for Nancy, 45 for Savannah, and still that 1% for the net worth. And then over here, we have another spike on February 13th. Same thing for the two of them. And then look, interest goes down, which is the part that's like sad. Because look, on February 25th, we have 17 for Nancy and 6 for Savannah. Which just means that like the interest is going. So now let's do, but take notice that it says nothing on the times before. Now over here there's a tiny hit. What was orange? Savannah Guthrie's home, December 21st. I think we did see that. So let's look at the past year. So again, when do we see a spike? When she goes missing, okay? Which is, expected. So that's why you have to do your own time frame, because it's not going to give you a lot of the things. But look over here, it did give us this. So let's see. I wonder where it used to tell you like the certain, like you could look at the different maps and stuff, and they don't show you all that anymore. But over here, let's see. So Guthrie's mom was, big at that point. I spelled her name wrong. Divorce. Wait, what did I spell wrong? Savannah. Savannah. Gurthrie, right? What did I spell wrong? Am I spelling her name wrong? Because if so, then I spelled her name wrong in all these. Oh, is it Savanna? You guys, that is so me. If it is. Savannah went to school with your brother, Kat? Oh my God, hi, wise woman. That is so funny. Oh, it is Savanna? Thank you, Flojo. I thought I did look it up, like, over here. Okay, so I did spell it right. So what did I spell wrong? Okay. 2 N's. I do have 2 N's, you guys. I was going to say that would so be me, though, if I did spell it wrong. Like, that is something I so would do. So, okay, I have it right here. You don't need quotes, but let me show you what it looks like if we get them. So we're going to edit because we got nothing for Miss Guthrie, so let's put quotes around her name. And then you could also do a hashtag where you put the whole name, and let's see how this changes. So it's still showing us the same thing for after. So it didn't change anything really over here. So I would just say, I don't know the quotes as much as, let me do the hashtag thing that Sarah was doing. And see if that changes anything. But I'm assuming it's all going to be the same. Oh, look, that took it away altogether. Sarah might want to look into that hashtag stuff. Oh, maybe you shouldn't use hashtags. Because watch, I'm going to change it. Take out the hashtag. Put a space in her name. Wow. Oh, they have it. Oh, let's see what it looks like when we do Nancy Guthrie, Savannah Guthrie's mother. Let's see if that changes anything. Isn't that interesting, you guys? Look how much lower that is. This is why it's so important for you guys to make sure you're writing in your own things, because, and again, a big part of this, I always like to learn new things and show new things. So over here, again, remember that just because it suggests or it has the picture, so you're like, oh, you know, let me just go to that. Like now I'm wondering if I were to, because I did click on Savannah Guthrie, so I'm wondering if I unclick that. But look, when we did the other one, it does give her mom. So if you do Nancy Guthrie author, it comes up. But with the other one, it did not. Let me see if I just do this as a search term, if it changes it. No, it's pretty much the same, I think. I'm going to put it back then. Oh my God, that said Savannah Guthrie's house. Hold on, let me see. Oh, I'm going to have to go back here and change this one. Savannah House of Guthrie. Oh, that's not it. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm going to leave it on this one on Savannah Guthrie. Then what we're going to do is, you guys, I did Savannah. All right, wait, let's change the year real quick before I do anything, because that messes me up. So I feel like we got our biggest hits in November, right? Do you guys agree? So we're going to do November 1st again. And the end date, I'm going to show you what it is to February. Let's do February 28th. So, you know, which isn't even here yet. So I don't know if oh yes, it is. Oh my God, it's the 28th already. And let's see how this looks. So we're doing these search terms. So over here, this is what we could expect. But again, nothing picks up until February 1st. I have to do less because it's not giving me as detailed. Like watch, see, I want you to take notice of this. This is November 1st to February 28th. Look how, look at there's 3 lines or whatever. Watch this. It'll get more detailed the less you put. So now let's go back to, see, I don't want to miss too much. So let's do February 1st so we can see if that changes anything. And then we'll do it every 2 weeks. Okay, so that just shows a little bit of the spikes. But that's because it just starts, right? Because February 1st is the first day. So now let's go before the crime. So everything here is before the crime. So let's do the 14th. I don't know why I didn't do the 15th, but whatever. Okay. So now, alright, we hit something. Let me make this even more narrow, because this date is what? December 21st, so we'll do December 28th. It takes us back a little bit more. And then over here, I want to come up a little bit. And let's just do, actually, you know what? Let's do all of December. So I'll do it the whole month. Oh, interesting. So in December, we still have that hit over here, but the hit is for Orange, which was Savannah Guthrie's home. And then this one was the mom's address, which we got the last time. And this one, Savannah Guthrie's net worth. So this is what makes me feel more confident in this, is that we're getting the same thing. So what else? Let me see, suggest search terms. Let's see what it suggests. What do you guys say? Is there anything? that you guys would want me to look up? Okay, they said I have the last name spelled wrong, so let me tell you what I have. Guthrie, is that it? Oh, I do see. I put girthy or something over here. Oh my God. Oh, good looking out, you guys. I have an extra R in there. Guthrie. Wow, good call. Let's see now. Wow. Whoever noticed that, you're amazing. Thank you, Jenny. Wow, that was amazing. Because Jenny, look at this. Once I spelled it correctly, that search term gets a hit on December 8th. In between her net worth, then the divorce, then the mother's address, then Savannah Guthrie's home. Let me look up. Let's see if it'll let me. Oh, it will. Let's do Savannah Guthrie, and I'm going to do apostrophe S. Childhood home. It might not show anything at all. And again, we're in Arizona, you guys. We're in Arizona. So this is going to be a blue color. So we got nothing. So now I'm going to change it to just the home, but now I have an apostrophe S. And let's see if that changes anything. Isn't that so funny? This is how lazy people are. Look at this, you guys. The orange here is Savannah Guthrie's home. We got that big 100%. This was Savannah Guthrie's home, which makes me think that she might have been the target, in my opinion. That was hit so high, but when you put the apostrophe S, like when you spell it right, look, this is the blue line across the bottom. It's like nothing. So that just says to me that somebody just put Guthrie's with the S, like I did. That's so interesting. But something else I can look at. What do you guys think? This was like the big things that I thought I saw. Let's look up. See, no, I don't want to look up anything I'm thinking out loud. Let's look up Nancy Guthrie's net worth. Let's see if anybody looked that up. Oh, I'm going to put no apostrophe. What's another way somebody would ask, like, how much you make or whatever? Like, isn't that, because you have to remember, this would be, oh, look, nothing for her net worth. Now, let's do the apostrophe S and see. You always have to play around with it. Nope, nothing. So that's interesting, you guys. So somebody was looking up Savannah's net worth, but not her mom's. Hi, Casey. Salary, thank you. You're so smart. So we're going to look up, we're going to change this to Savannah. I feel like I'm not playing, like I don't mean that in the whatever, but what's it called? Wheel of Fortune, where we're like, wait, what's another? So wait, what was it again? Salary? I think that's what you said. Yes, salary. But we're not going to do the apostrophe S. We'll see what happens. And then we'll do it with an apostrophe S and then no S at all. Look at that, you guys. That's crazy. So somebody on December 11th looked up her mom's address and her salary. Wow. That's crazy. And that's funny because somebody did look up her net worth back on December 3rd. So then they changed it to salary. Yeah, right, Flojo? What the actual F? Wait, there's a gambling website that allowed people to wager if they'll find the suspect. Oh my God, Flojo, could you imagine? Something about Nest cameras. Is that what it was, a Nest camera? It wasn't a Ring camera? You're right, it was a Nest camera, wasn't it? This is the thing, though. I feel like anybody could look up a Nest camera, but let's look again and see if I want to put the United States in for these new ones and see if we get a hit anywhere else, just to make sure that we're being fair. Okay, so we get a little bit of a hit on December 11th. Wow, something might have happened. You guys, take note of this. Ready? This is so interesting. On December 11th specifically, okay, in the United States as a whole, people were interested on December 11th about Savannah Guthrie and, getting a divorce of some sort, okay, because it's showing as a whole. However, remember December 11th, when we go back to Arizona, on December 11th, we don't see that. Like, if you look at the divorce is purple. There's no purple here. Now, we do see it December 8th in Arizona, but on the 11th, the United States is interested in it. And on the 11th in Arizona, there's an interest in her childhood home address, or the mom's address, whichever one, and her salary. So my question is this. This is interesting. What do you guys hypothesize about this? If in the United States, on this exact same day, December 11th, it said people were interested in divorce, could somebody then be looking at, like, how much does she make to see, for divorce reasons? Or, no, because her salary wasn't getting a hit at all in the United States, which is also interesting, right, you guys? We should do some other states just to see if this is, because I compared it to the United States, but let's see if we do, let's do like Pennsylvania. Let's do PA. Oh, I guess I have to pick. Oh no, let me pick out Pennsylvania. Oh, I guess I have to write it in. Here we go. So let's just do one just for comparison. Perfect. Not perfect, but perfect meaning this makes it more statistically significant in my opinion. So in Pennsylvania, people were looking up Nancy Guthrie on December 18th and December 3rd, but nothing else. So let's pick another state. Let's do New Jersey. Let's say in New Jersey. Okay, when we do New Jersey, that's interesting. Nobody in New Jersey was looking up Savannah Guthrie. However, on December 31st, the day before, that's interesting. Somebody looked up her net worth. Like, that's a lot. Wait, let me pan out. That's weird, right? Why is it so high in New Jersey for her net worth? That's shady. Let's go back a little and see if there's anything else. Maybe it was a fluke. I don't know. Let me go out a little bit both ways. So we'll go to January 15th, and we'll go back to November 15th, or we'll just do the 12th. There you go. And let's see what happens, you guys. This is so interesting. Is there somebody in New Jersey tied to them? People that work in New York sometimes live in New Jersey. But look, you guys, specifically, this is weird. So the pink was her salary. November 18th, somebody in New Jersey was looking this up. it was like half as popular. When November 25th, about half as popular again was her mother's home. So people in New Jersey, I know she works in New Jersey. Does she live in, works in New York? Does she live in New York too? Because a lot of the people that work in New York live right across the pond in New Jersey. It's like right there. Like I work in New Jersey and live in Pennsylvania. I work in Pennsylvania too. This is so interesting, you guys. So somebody in New Jersey on November 25th was interested in her mother's address. And then on November 26th, so the very next day, interest for Savannah was through the roof. Then it skips to December 31st. Look at that spike for her net worth over here. And then on January 11th, we have a spike for Savannah. And then on January 14th, we have a spike again for Savannah Guthrie's salary. Is this interesting for anybody else? Because this is so interesting for me. Women's Warrior. I don't know what this stupid song is. I'm going to have to change it for next time. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Wow, that was so very generous of you. Thank you. You guys, what do you guys think about this? I'm so conflicted. Let's do New York. Why is there two here? There's New York and then New York, New York? Oh, we're going to do both. That's interesting. You guys, for the same search terms, when you do New York, Savannah's being Googled, but we can assume that, right? She works in New York. That on November 26th specifically, December 1st, December 3rd, December 18th and 19th, and then again on January 5th and January 7th. And yeah, and nothing else though. So how interesting is that? Let's look up New York, New York and see if that changes anything. I don't know why it's giving us both options. Oh, wow, so this looks very similar with the same dates over here, pretty much, but this added her net worth on November 28th, the day after, so the day before Thanksgiving, somebody was interested in looking her up, and then the day after Thanksgiving, they looked up her net worth. But it's more interesting to me that there was a bigger hit in New Jersey and there was nothing in Pennsylvania. What other ones would be around there? Oh, hold on, Thor. Hold on, let me grab Thor so he doesn't wake the whole neighborhood up. Hold on, Thor. So interesting. Okay, so let's see. What else could we put? Hi you guys. I think I'm going to wrap it up soon. I just wanted to show you guys what I found, but now I'm just interested in seeing. Hold on. Let's see real quick. Let's look at, let's do like Alabama. We'll do like Florida, Alabama. Let's see. Oh my God, look at that. That's weird. So wait, what was Savannah Guthrie's, what was this one? Savannah Guthrie's home. So somebody in Alabama was looking up where she lives. Like, and this is the thing. It was looked up. It probably wasn't just one search. And then on the 26th again, did something happen on the news on the 26th-ish? Because it seems like people were talking about her in many places. But they were also talking about, what was blue? Nancy Guthrie on November 24th. Oh, wait, what? You guys, look at that hit for Nancy Guthrie. Were they maybe on the Today Show together? On November 26th, it was right before Thanksgiving. I wouldn't be surprised. But then look, we have Nancy Guthrie again in Alabama on December 3rd, December 10th. That's interesting, in my opinion. Alright, let's do another state. I was just doing that for like fun. Let's do Florida. Florida, Florida. And then we'll do California. Oh, let's see. So in Florida, again, this is the stuff that I would expect. So the yellow is Savannah Guthrie. And when we look at Savannah throughout the whole United States, people are going to look her up, right? She's a newscaster. So that same day, somebody looked up her salary. But again, it's November 26th. What happened? Wait, she did a visit to her hometown and showed her mom and sister woman warrior? Oh, we just unearthed something, you guys. So Casey, in the very beginning, I explain it, but with Google Trends, so it doesn't look at, the number you're looking at isn't how many people searched it. It doesn't mean that 100% of people searched it. It's just saying that compared to these other days where you see nothing at all, it compares the search against itself. So for example, let's just take Savannah Guthrie's name for example. Every day it looks for Savannah Guthrie, and there's a lot of days here, right, where nobody looks up Savannah Guthrie. So it then compares it again. So on this day, on November 26th, there was enough interest in Savannah Guthrie that it went up by all the way up here, which means that it had more than double the interest in her salary, but her salary had 46% more interest than any other search term. What was the teal? Let's see. The teal was her home. Wow, you guys. There was a little bit of interest in her home. Oh, that's so interesting. And then again on January 7th and on January 15th, there was some interest in Nancy Guthrie. So that's interesting. I should pan out a little further for this. I should go to the end of January because that's when she goes missing. Especially because I saw a spike right there. Oh, wow. So this isn't a huge interest. Like this isn't as much to me as over here is. So like November 26th, there was an interest in Savannah and her salary. And then what was orange? Savannah Guthrie's, what was it? Savannah Guthrie's home. Well, what was the difference between that and this one? Oh, one has an apostrophe and the other one doesn't. Ah, you guys. See, people are lazy. That's so interesting. Okay, so, okay, I can't get like lost in the sauce here. Let's do California. Let's just see. If we have November again, 26th, that'll be crazy. Nothing in California? Oh, there's nothing. You guys, look at this. This is different than everywhere else. Look at Flojo. Are you in California, Flojo? Nobody in California was interested at all in any of these things. Look at this. 0% for all of California. Savannah and her mother, says Jellybean, Nancy, filmed a Today Show segment in Tucson, Arizona in October. The special featured them at the University of Arizona campus, and it aired in November. So that, thank you for telling me that, so that makes sense. But look, nobody in California, just like before I get off of California, nobody was interested. That's so, not funny, but like, what else can we look up? Let's look up, what other state could we look up? Let's look up Texas. Let's see if they were looking at Nancy and Savannah in Texas. But isn't that crazy how they weren't in California? Look, nothing in Texas. They weren't interested. How about Delaware? Let's see if Delaware was interested. Nope. Isn't this interesting? This is interesting because it's not everywhere. So New Jersey was a big one. Alabama. Let's do Tennessee. Nothing in Tennessee. How about Mississippi? You guys, so far all we have is Alabama and New Jersey, really. Nothing in Mississippi. How about Atlanta? This is so interesting to me. I'm such a nerd, I could do this all day. Nobody in Atlanta. Oh, I put Atlanta instead of Georgia. That's how tired I am. I put Atlanta. Let's see, can I just put the... No, it's going to make me put the whole thing in. Why? Oh, no, I could go back. I put... That was funny. Alright. Score. What the heck? Oh, come on. Alright, let's look up Georgia. Oh, I have to make sure that I put the United States. Hold on. Let me make sure I did the United States. United States. Here we go. Georgia wasn't interested. Any other states we should look up? Colorado. This says, wait, what? Oh, here we go. I found it. Sorry. Colorado. Not interested. Anywhere else? That's crazy, you guys. Idaho. Good one. And if I don't say it, please rewrite it because that means I just didn't say it. Idaho, not interested. Utah. Let's see if Utah was interested. Do we know what part of Italy? Who's from? Look, nobody in Utah was interested. You guys, this is so interesting to me. What other ones do we have? Oh no, I meant to do, let's do south. Let's do the south and north. South. Oh, it's going to make me write the whole thing in. I'm too lazy right now. Okay, hold on. Let me write the whole thing in. Let's do South Carolina. South Carolina? Not interested. Oh my God, how about North Carolina? Not interested. Dakotas? Let's do South Dakota. I'm so glad I looked up other states, because if I would have just looked up New Jersey and New York and stuff, I would have just assumed that this was like trending everywhere, and it's not. Wow, this is crazy. North Dakota. Think of other ones that I haven't done. Mexico. Good one. No North Dakota. Mexico. Nothing in Mexico. How about Mexico City? What did it say? Let's do New Mexico. That's what I wanted to do. Nope. Nevada, good one. Thank you guys for helping me get my states right now, because I am tired. NEV, what did I put? Oh, NEV. Come on. There we go. Nevada. Nope, nothing for Nevada. What do you want me to do? Colombia? Where, like, like, let me show you what we have. We have the District of Columbia. Let's see. I know, the country, I didn't see it. Where was it? I'm like, wait, why am I? Okay, let's see. Which one would I pick? It's not. Would it be? Where should I look? Sonora, Mexico, until you guys tell me about Colombia. Because I don't know what else I should, like, put to make sure I get that one. Sonora, Mexico. That would be so interesting if we found, like, where people were looking at. Wait, why isn't it pick? I didn't pick that up. Maybe that was too broad. It wasn't picking up Sonora, Mexico. What else is right around there? Maine? Maine's not right around there. I just read Maine right after I said that. Oh, Jamaica. I'm going to Jamaica soon. I've never been out of the United States. I'm so excited. Look, nothing for Maine. What else did we do? You need the title in the N. Oh. I don't know which one that is. I'm not on my iPhone. I know how to get it, I just can't remember. Oh my god, why didn't we? Oh, why would we look up his name, I guess? So, Tuscany, Italy. I love Italy. Alright, Tuscany, Italy, let's see. Nope. Spell with an O. What did I spell? Oh, I spelled Sonora wrong. S-O-N. See, I told you I'm tired. O-R-A. And I'm like extremely intelligent, but spelling, it's not my best. Look, no Sonora. Oh, just hold the N key. And which one was this for? And try Colombia. C-O, I'm doing it. L-O-M-B-I-A. I swear that's what it, oh my god, you guys. All regions? Let's see. No. Is there a certain part of Colombia? I think we tried a lot of them. Wait, what did I ask? Colombia. Let's see if there was another part of Colombia to get more. I did all regions. Is there somewhere over here specifically? Oh no, you just wanted to check. Okay. Hold the N key. What was it for? Oh, for Sonora. I think Sonora did come up. Look, Sonora, Mexico. I didn't even have to put it in. It still comes up. See, nothing. And we did most of the states, you guys, so I think what we could take away from this. Is there anything else around Arizona that we didn't look up? Did we look up Nevada? Oh, we did look up Nevada, right? Let's look it up again, just in case, because I forget. Nothing. Is there anything else around Arizona? You guys, that's crazy. So look at this again. So let me just go back, because I don't know what other states we didn't do. Did we do Hawaii? Let's do Hawaii, just to be fair. Nope, Hawaii, not interested. I know we had to miss something. Iowa. I just want to be fair. Nope, nothing in Iowa. Vermont. I'm literally trying to be fair here. And I'll do Canada. Canada, all regions, I'm gonna say. Nope. I think we did all of it. Oh, Missouri. We forgot Missouri. I'm sorry, Missouri. See, this is why I need you guys. Nope. Wait, California was nothing, Ella. Nothing. Colorado. No, it was none of... Oh, wait, Baja California I didn't do. But I did do California in general, but I'll try that one. Nope. So it's interesting. We did Florida. There was no Florida. The only ones that came up, you guys, were Alabama. Let me show you. Alabama. That's so funny. Look, Alabama had a hit on her, I think, with Savannah. Oh no, now it's saying no. Alright, let's try New Jersey again. That's weird. It was hitting on before. What did I do wrong here? Maybe I'm just tired and I need to... Maybe it's too broad. That could be a possibility. Let's see if I... Oh no, we want December. So let's see if I narrow it down a little bit. If it changes things. Because we got that huge hit in New Jersey. No. So what did I just do that was different? Recently searched. It's got like a million things. I don't even know what I did that was different, but I think I should save that for another time because I'm clearly making mistakes now because I'm tired. So wait, let me see. Let me hide this. So you guys. Yeah, I did break it. Rerun the old searches just to confirm it's working right. I will go back and replay with it. But I think the big takeaway here is that by looking at all the other ones and seeing, yeah, it's still working. Hold on, let me go back again just to make sure, but I know it is. Oh, let me see. It's definitely still working. Here, wait, I'll show you guys. Maybe I should just do December because I think that's what I did the one time. Let me just try December. Let's see. Interesting. Wait, let me go to Arizona. And if Arizona doesn't come up with anything, then I definitely did something to mess it up. Oh my god. Where did Arizona go? Arizona, come back. No, I don't want New Jersey. Hold on. Alright, here goes Arizona. If Arizona comes back with nothing. Yeah, I did something. I don't know what I did. Wait, hold on, let me see. What did I do? I still have it on web search. Let me show you. Just so you guys could see. I don't know what I did wrong, you guys. I just messed something up. What did I mess up here so I could figure it out? I'm going to have to play with it afterwards because I definitely did something and messed something up because we have all these searches and now I'm getting nothing and we just did this whole thing. Wait, let me put the date out further and just see if it's me. I'm going to do past 3 months. I know you guys can't see right now, but if I don't get anything, no, look, I'm not getting anything at all. Look at this. It's like, girl, we're done with you. Maybe I did too many and it got frustrated. But look, now I did the past 3 months and it's saying none of the things. So, let's see if I redo that. Nope. So what am I doing here? I don't know what I hit, guys. I must have hit something. Unless it's just doing like one of these at a time. Let's see. No, because they wouldn't all say 0. I definitely did something to mess this up. I don't know what I did. Let me see. I'm at home. Let me do this. Alright, I'm just going to look again. Ready? Nancy Guthrie. Then we're going to do Savannah. Alright, Savannah Guthrie. Alright, these two should at least help us here to see if I did something wrong. And if so, then I have to like reboot the whole thing and we can just finish it another time. Because at least we know that we got it. At least we know we got it, y'all. Let's do November 1st to December 31st. Oh no, not January. January 1st. That's what I did the last time. Apply. I don't know what I did. Search terms and topics are both included in measure, but different ways. The hell did I do? I just tried. I told it to surprise me pretty much. It said, I'm sorry, I can't help with that. It's like, go to bed, girl. I don't know what I don't know what I did, you guys. Yeah, maybe we just call it a night. And I come back fresh and we do it again another time. Let me see. Okay. So, I'm going to go, you guys, because I'm just really tired at this point. And I've been on for a while between here and the other one. That's what I'm saying. I think cuff you. I definitely accidentally changed the setting somewhere. I don't know what I did. But I definitely did. But I think the interesting thing is that we got that big hit in Arizona. And it still hit New Jersey. It wasn't when I started putting in all the other ones. So I must have hit something. That's funny. Sailor Moon. Somebody else said that too. That if I go in like a right spot, it looks like Minnie Mouse. Hey, I guess it's better than Mickey Mouse, right? I could look like the guy version. I'm going to have to get a different background at some point. Maybe I'll change it up eventually. We'll see. It's just comfortable right here. You know what I mean? Dr. Vona, a few weeks ago when you covered the grave robber, I sent you email with 3-part series about a real cannibal from Paris. He talks about from being from child compelled to eat. Hold on, there's something over. Eat people. Oh my God. I don't remember that, woman warrior. Will you do me a favor, because I get so many emails? If you like, or I guess I could search her name in mine. If you think about it, resend that. Yeah, it is very interesting. Who plays piano? Oh, that was my daughter's friend. Oh, my kids' friends. My kids are like, they did too at some point, but we play like Heart and Soul, like dun 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 dun. That's like about as fancy as we get. The other night, a friend came in and he was playing like a pianist. It was crazy. I was like, oh wow. But yeah, and it's from like our whole, like from forever ago, so I feel like I can't get rid of it. So I don't know. I can, oh wait, you could just do a green screen with a remote to come down from the ceiling. Shut up, where do you get one of them? I need to invest in one of them. That sounds pretty damn cool. Like Amazon? I need to make an Amazon wish list, I think. Because people have asked me many times, and I didn't even know that you could do such a thing. And you could put it on something where like people could just guess what you want for you, and I'm good with that, because sometimes too many options is too much for me. You know what I mean? Amazon, nice. Well, I'm gonna have to look into that. You have one student cat? That's awesome. You play piano? I love it. Do you know what song I'm talking about? The only one I know. Heart and Soul. Definitely make a wish list. Really? That's not weird? Because I would love to do that. And it would be cool because, not that I'm Andy Cohen from Bravo, but you know how like in his background he has like things that like mean something from like different times that it's Watch What's Happened Live. There you go. So from different times that he's been live or whatever, and he has like people's things in the background that you see. I think that would be really cool to have like your guys' stuff that you could see in the background. And like you're part of my journey, because you are. This isn't just my channel, it's all of ours. You know what I mean? Alright, you guys, I love you all. Thank you to my mods. Thank you to all the people that showed up tonight. You are amazing. If anybody missed, I did a live right before this. We went over the case. I did it with Daniel and Flojo. Flojo, my man. My man, Flojo. Oh, Woman Warrior, I got it. I'm going to look it out. I'm going to look it out. Look it up right now. Why I figure out what the heck I'm going to eat, because I'm hungry. Alright, I love y'all. I'll talk to you probably Sunday, because Saturday I try to pay attention to my husband, but we'll see what happens, because he's not feeling good right now. So if he doesn't feel good tomorrow, then I'll be here. But if he feels better, then I'll be on a date. And you should all be too, even with yourself. You know what I mean? Alright, love you guys.